So we work with actually two types of sellers. The most common is a motivated seller, someone who needs to sell. Yes. Perhaps recent example, a lady calls us. She's behind 3 months on her mortgage. She's lost her job and she just needs out fast. And without us, she was going to lose the house and have a foreclosure on her record. And we agreed to buy the house from her with owner financing. We brought our mortgage current and started making a payment every month. And then we, of course, turned around and lease optioned it for a profit. In that case, she was somebody who lost a job and was needing to sell quickly. We also find people who sometimes just want to sell for a top dollar, and maybe their house isn't brand new renovated like the other 10 that are on the MLS. And so maybe it needs some paint, or it has some wallpaper, or maybe it has pink carpet in the entryway. And so some little odds or ends that's keeping it from being top dollar for retail, we can pay a great price because we're buying with terms. And so commonly people who either A, want to get more money over time, or B, are extremely motivated and just need out. And we are, in those cases, of course, the answer to their prayer. And a lot of times without us, they would have zero. With us, they get a check.
So 2 questions on that, okay? Because that's really good. So what list are you marketing to? Like, what's your form of marketing do you like?
Yes.
Like, what marketing are you doing, and what list do you like to pull to target these people? So I guess it's 2 questions.
Sure. So we're always testing lists. Right now, we're having some success with inherited. We're always testing lists. Right now, our biggest successes are coming from 2 sources: Google and Facebook ads, so online ads, and bandit signs.
Believe it or not. Seller leads?
Yes.
Facebook ads?
Google and Facebook. So we go to Google. We spend right now, and depending, some people will this will do a drop in the bucket, and some people are going to gasp when I say this number. But we fluctuate spending $100 to $200 a day on Google. And then
it's not that much, really.
It's not.
Yeah.
When you do the math, it's not that much. Yet I know somebody who maybe is brand new. If there's somebody listening who just started, I wouldn't expect anybody to go out and start doing that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Do bandit signs, go look online, do all the free stuff, right? Go find a deal, get some big checks, and then come back to paying for market. When it comes to the Google, they go on Google, they find us, and for whatever reason, some of them don't fill out the form right away. Well, in Facebook, then our ads begin following those people who Googled us.
I have another question on that. Are you doing targeted marketing to like zip codes and counties, or are you going like nationwide with your marketing?
Targeted.
So
definitely
in Evansville, Indiana, and Louisville, Kentucky. And I would imagine you have a buy box and or a radius or something along those lines that you're doing the marketing to.
Correct. You'll find also in a smaller market, if you live in an area, say your town's 100,000, give or take. From my experience, that is something that's very easy to dial in with Google and Facebook ads very quickly if you have the right people on it, the right team running your ads. When it comes to a bigger market, let's say, exceeding $500,000 and on up, it takes a lot more work to dial that in. So we do 2 things. Number 1, we pick out a specific area in that market of, say, 100,000 people we want to focus on. Number 2, we focus on the outskirts. So when you focus on the outskirts, there's a little town on the side of St. Louis, for example, and on this outskirts of St. Louis, you're focused on Charleston or something, a smaller little area right now. And then once you perfect that, then you start building out. Because I've seen people just go in and start dumping money in a big market, and unless you have 30 or 40,000 a month ad spend budget, probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's huge. So let's not just brush past that, because that was a little gold nugget for everyone right there. So basically, you're staying out the big metro areas and you're hitting the surrounding areas where there's less competition, the population's a little less than the bigger markets, right?
Absolutely correct.